Hey guys. Um, so, uh, I, just to give you some background on this video and everything, um, this has been kept up under wraps for a long time. I actually found out about my mom's cancer reoccurrence back in May when I was home, is when it was found out. I was home for Wade and Molly's wedding. Um, but the main thing I wanted to tell you guys was to give you some more information, and that's I'm, despite that I'm crying, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Um, Also, I wanted to say my mom's cancer first presented in December, and she had an emergency hysterectomy and was clear in February, and come May it reoccurred with 9 different tumors. The type of cancer, like I said, is uterine papillary serous carcinoma. And when it's just contained to the uterus, it has a pretty low survival rate. And my mom's been through a lot. She's has lupus. She's gone through 2 kidney transplants. She's had part of her intestine removed. She's had leg reconstructive surgery. My mom's been through a lot, and she's the toughest person that I know. And I have the alerts, and I apologize. I have all the alerts muted for this Q&A because I don't want that to interrupt anything or take control. It's a very rare cancer, and it's tough. It's ooh, I'm sorry, guys. And so, like, I watched my mom go through 2 kidney transplants before I went through my one. And it's the reason why I feel like I was able to get through a lot. My mom knows a lot medically, and she's always been my rock ever since I was a little kid. And so I want to, like I said in the video, I want to spend as much time as I possibly can with her. And I want to show her the world and treat her like a queen, because she is a queen. And do everything I can. And I'm figuring out how to do it. I don't know exactly how. I have some money saved up and some things, and I have planned. And the first excursion we're figuring out is going to the Biltmore Estate in North Carolina. I'm a mess. And the plan is to record and do everything we can. But my main thing here was to give you that overview and open it up to questions. I'm going to be reading chat and answering questions for at least the next 45 minutes as it relates to everything that's going on. And I'm messaging some of my friends because they were waiting for the video to go live. I needed to let them know everything that's going on so that they can do their part that they wanted to do. So I'm sending that stuff out right now, so I apologize. Oh. Okay, I think I got everyone. Oh. Whew. So, what questions do you guys have for me with regard to everything that's going on? Yeah, and I had told the mods because it was weighing on me a good bit, and they've been extremely supportive and helpful, just like you guys. Mark and Ethan both know. Catherine knows. Amy knows. Wade, Bob, this was the other reason why I waited, is I wanted to tell them all first, because they personally know my mom and have seen all this stuff, And so I wanted to make sure I told them in person first, and to make sure I touched base with my family and made sure everything was okay on that front, and made sure all of my family know. So yes, Mark, Ethan, Wade, Bob. I told Mark, I don't know if I actually told Amy, but I expected that Mark would have told Amy. So Amy, I apologize if this is your first time hearing about this. I do apologize. But the only thing I can ask of you guys to help with is literally just liking and sharing the video on my YouTube page. I'm doing okay. I spent time with my mom this past weekend in Lake Tahoe, and every time we part, it's really hard. I get emotional, but I'm doing okay. I'm still working. I'm still trying to do everything that I can for my stuff, because life doesn't wait, and this was my way to kind of bring stuff together and spend as much time with my mom and you guys at the same time, and sharing that experience and share my mom with you, because my mom is an absolute angel. And she just means a lot. And this was my way of making it so we can spend time together and I can show you guys my mom and at the same time help other people. My mom brought up the idea of sharing her experience in fighting this cancer because she couldn't find much out there. Because that's the kind of person my mom is to think of others even in that situation. My mom's fought lupus, so I'm hoping to raise awareness about lupus, raise awareness about organ donation, and do as much as I can while we travel and show you guys the places. And for those that aren't able to necessarily go to those places, to be able to see and experience them at the same time with us. So there's a lot to it, but the main purpose is so that I can spend time with my mom and show her and do the things that she wants to do to repay her for all that she's done for me. So that's kind of the big purpose, and then everything else just happens to fall in because that's just I think of all of those things that where it can benefit other people. So it's 100% about my mom. And selfishly, it's about me spending time with my mom. So she started, I think I saw earlier, she started chemo at the beginning of June, like June 1st, the first Monday in June. And, yeah, so she started chemo back in June. And, yeah. Liking and sharing on YouTube is all I could ever ask. It's all I could ever ask from you guys. I'm getting all kinds of messages rolling in. My nose is running. I didn't bring my tissue. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab tissues real quick. It won't be long. But get a box of tissues. So I just thought it was about time I told you, because I found out in May. And I found out before Wade and Molly's wedding, but I didn't want to tell them because I wanted them to enjoy their day and it be about them and be special. And it was very important to me that they had that day, because you only get to experience that one time in your life for the most part. So, yeah. I'm not going to snot at you guys. Any other questions that you guys have? Questions of the different things on our bucket list, or because that's still in the works. Like any questions you have about how I'm going to try and figure this out, or what I'm planning to do, or anything like that. All I see is so much support, and it's just making me cry. Her bucket list. So the main thing is like the national parks in the U.S. She would love to see all the national parks in the U.S. She brought up New Zealand, the Galapagos Islands, Costa Rica, because I've been there and she's seen pictures of the places that I've been. I don't have the full list in front of me. This is just the stuff I know off the top of my head. I believe there's some places in Canada she'd love to go. There's some really beautiful places, so like Glacier National Park and stuff like that. She really likes going to places just that are really scenic and really beautiful. So my plan is to currently what I'm trying to do, and I've talked to some of the contacts that I have, but I'm trying to get a videographer to go with us so I don't have to focus on trying to film all the time. And hopefully get some sort of brands or sponsors or businesses that'll help pay for the trips and stuff like that. That's kind of the concept off the top of my head. I don't know how well that's going to pan out, but that's kind of the game plan as it is right now. And obviously the biggest thing is I do have some money saved up, so I'll probably be dipping into that as well to take care of all of this. And I hope to be able to rope in my dad and my brother at different points in the videos to get them to be able to spend time with my mom as well. So I honestly can't answer a favorite food. She likes to cook and makes a lot of different food. So Mark and Ethan have been really supportive and really kind. So they've been wonderful friends. All of my friends have been so supportive and kind and offered to do and help as much as they can. Even like I've talked to the people at Twitch. I've talked to some people at YouTube. Like people seem to be wanting to help make this happen. And it's something like I think of as a great thing that human beings can do, and it's something you don't see very often. And so, oh, that's another thing. My mom's name is Cindy, Cindy. Yeah, so many people just from all walks of this industry have been so kind and so wonderful towards me and wanting to help and seeing what they can do to help. Like Zach and Allie over at Twitch, Meg at YouTube, my friend Parker, Ian, Pam. Pam was one of the first friends I told. Wade, Molly, Dana, JP, Mark. I still work with Mark. And when I told him, the first thing Mark said to me is, don't worry. About traveling or stuff that you need to do if you need to go or do this thing. Mark was like, do it and just let me know and we'll figure it out. And Mark has been absolutely incredible on that front. Wade and Molly are incredibly supportive and loving. My friend Alex, like, family has been incredible. I've been in awe of how wonderful the people I've had in my life and have in my life right now have been towards the situation and everything that's going on, even if they haven't met my mom or know my mom. And it's just incredible to see that response. And I think cancer is something the majority of people, if not everyone, can relate to and has impacted everyone. I just know my mom's been through so much. And made so many sacrifices for me that I just want to repay her and do as much as I can with her and for her when I have that time. So I am not an only child. I have one brother. My brother's a wonderful person and does so much really cool stuff. with skiing and rock climbing and stuff like that. I love my brother very much. My brother gave me my kidney when I went through a kidney transplant. So like my brother gave me a kidney 9 years ago. It was 9 years as of July 21st of this year. My brother gave me a kidney, and my mom's gone through 2 kidney transplants. Like, yeah, my brother's, I wouldn't be here if not for my brother. The logo, I totally forgot to thank my cousin, Amy. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I'm going to fix that. I'll put that in the description of the YouTube video. But my cousin, Amy, made that the Bucket List Vlogs logo you saw in that video with the bucket/camera lens look. My cousin made that in like one day. The quickest turnaround, and took the time to make that. Like, and she has to work. She has so much other stuff. She just had her kid like a while ago. When we were in Nashville, she was at the show, and my cousin made that logo. Like, people have been coming out the woodwork to help and do as much as they can. And I keep seeing you guys. I'm not going to say how dare you, because I can't in this moment, but Ashley, aka Snow Elf, like, thank you so much. Foxy's, thank you so much. And Aaron S. and NB Mess, thank you all so much. That's too kind. You don't need to do that. And all of you that are sending bits. Thank you so much for the support. Oh. And just your kind words and everything. You guys mean the world to me too. My plan is, when we do the bucket list ideas, is to get an IRL backpack from Twitch and stream when my mom and I are out there, and also have videos as well. So that's definitely in the plans. That's something that's been discussed, and I'm figuring out. Still figuring out how how to do it all logistically, but and all of that. But overall, like, in general, I'm planning to do streams with my mom as we do stuff, and videos. That's kind of the general idea. It's basically like a concept that I've come together, and like, that's also why I flew home for my mom's birthday, which you saw at the beginning. Was I was home in May, and early July is her birthday, and I flew home to surprise her because of everything going on, and I wanted to surprise her. She'd never been surprised for her birthday. So, yeah. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you. I've been in touch with Zach and the people. Thank you so much, Patrick. I hope you saw the video. And thank you so much. Patrick has been absolutely incredible in this situation. He's an amazing friend that I'm thankful to have in my life. Like, everybody, Gar, JP, like, anybody that I told about this before this video came out has been nothing but supportive and offering to help in any way they can. And for this video and the stuff going on, I asked for help more in my life in this time than I've ever had in my life, and I hate asking for help. I hate it. But every person I've asked for help has been so willing and so open to helping. It just means a lot for what I want to do. I also want to say, thank you to you guys for being patient with me and not probing or asking too much of what was going on when I was having those rough days. That Wednesday when I did that creative stream where I felt like I couldn't do anything and worked out and all of that, that was the day my mom sent me the videos of her shaving her head. So that was what caused me to be really, really depressed and down that day, and why I tweeted out, like, sometimes there are things that just hit you like a ton of bricks, no matter what it is, and make things super real. That was that moment. If you can remember that. So thank you, Gerspbird TV and Cherry Cupcake Plays. I know, Chris. Chris, the mods. For those of you that don't know, Chris Wolfie, Designy, Marpek, Ellie, Sin. I told them about this how long ago was that? Like a month back. And they kept it to themselves and were so supportive and so wonderful in all that they've done throughout like my entire streaming career, but also in this particular situation. And I just want to thank them so incredibly much for keeping this to themselves and for having my back without me ever asking to, other than just modding them. So I'm very particular about who I choose as mods, and they have gone above and beyond in every capacity. I couldn't have imagined going through the tough days that I've had without the people that I have around me. And one of the things that terrifies me, and this is something I was telling people, is that my mom is so important to me in so many ways. She's been my rock. She's the person I go to when I need a soundboard or advice or this or that. Is I don't know. And this is one of those things. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when for anybody in your life. I don't know how much that's going to impact me personally, impact how I change, because when she's gone, when she passes. And it's an inevitability. Death is an inevitability. And we never know when or how or whatever it's going to happen. But I'm terrified of both losing my mom, and I'm terrified of how that could potentially change the person that I am. And ever since I found out, I've been trying to tell my friends like how much they mean to me and how much I appreciate them, because you never know what's going to happen. You really never know what's going to happen. Loss sucks, but death is a necessity for regrowth and so many different things. And people will say death is a bad thing, but watch the movie Collateral Beauty, and it gives you a really good perspective on things. Because there is a positive to death. And it's hard as hell to see or experience when you face it, and loss of other people. But there's a positive in everything. And that's what I try and do with Smile Always, is to help show you guys the positive that exists and finding the stuff that exists there. So, Elizabeth, Kate, and Tazit129. Thank you so much. It's completely unnecessary, but thank you so much. But do you guys have any other questions? Thank you, Coffee's Addict. With will you change probably doesn't mean you won't still be a good person. Really appreciate you guys. Also, I'm going to take my headphones off so you can see. It's grown a little bit. I shaved Monday. So it's been, 4 days since I buzzed it. I haven't had a chance to make it shorter, but the bucket list vlogs will last as long as I can. I'm going to keep trying to get whatever my mom wants on her bucket list and do as much as I can while she's here. I don't know how many videos, how frequently they're going to be, because we have to schedule around my mom's chemo. But my plan is to have an extensive list to get my mom to go to as much as she can and that she wants to see and do while she's here. If we don't end up finishing the list, I've talked to my mom about this before she goes. I want to continue and do the bucket list. Do the things that she would have wanted to do even if she falls short. Because in those moments, my mom lives within me. That when I would go to those places, I would feel like I was with my mom. And I would think of my mom. Hey, Cerulli. Literally, Shadow, just liking and sharing the video is all I could ever ask of you guys. Liking and sharing the video on the YouTube channel. For those of you that don't know where my YouTube channel is, I believe there's a command right there. The video was uploaded at the same time as the premiere. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm seeing text messages rolling in from my friends. Because there's one thing that I'm trying to really do for my mom that she doesn't know about, but I'm working on it. My mom has the type of cancer is uterine papillary serous carcinoma. It's spelled like this. It's highly aggressive. And I know when it's contained within the uterus, just contained within the uterus, and I don't know staging or any other complications for other people. Like my mom has lupus, my mom has 2 kidney transplants in that area. Like there's a lot of other things that my mom fights and has been fighting through her whole life. That's my hope. Beat the bass. Or beat the base. That's my hope. That's what I'm hoping to do. She already had an emergency hysterectomy. She had that in December. It's since recurred. It's like she had a complete hysterectomy in December. It showed clear on her PET scan in February and recurred in May. She has a lobe tumor between the two lobes of her liver. They're all over her lower abdomen. And she's started chemo at the beginning of June. Yes. My mom is incredibly strong. That's all I can ask of you guys. JJ Night Devil is just to like and share the video. That's the only thing I could ask of you guys. You can look up the type of cancer. Death is inevitable in a general sense. But the survival rate of this cancer is pretty low. Even it's like 30% if it's contained within the uterus, and it's not contained within the uterus. So there's not that much info out there. It's like less than 5%, I think, of uterine cancer is this type. And like surgery isn't an option. Literally the only option that's available is chemo, and she's doing that. So there's still a percentage, but death is inevitable. My mom's fought lupus. She's gone through a lot, so the chances aren't very large. We'll put it that way. Everybody dies at some point. That's the only reason I say that death is inevitable in general. It's because everybody eventually passes. And that's not trying to be morbid. That's trying to be truthful. So. So I just want to spend as much time as I can with her when I have that opportunity, when she's still here. And I've uploaded the video here on Twitch. I believe it should be saved with the premiere. But I also uploaded it to Facebook and I uploaded it to YouTube. So I'm sorry, I'm full of phlegm and all this stuff from crying. So, but I've got other stuff that I need to try and do today. I can't thank you guys enough for just being here and watching that video, and just doing everything you can to be as supportive and as wonderful as all of you are. You guys really do inspire me and keep me going in a lot of ways. And I don't know where I would be without you guys. So I'm going to get going just because I'm an emotional wreck and I don't know how many more questions you guys have. If anything comes up, feel free to tweet at me. I'll try and reply to questions and see what I can do. But I'll keep you guys posted. Chicabika, thank you so much. Completely unnecessary, but thank you. Just appreciate you guys just being here and being so supportive and understanding of everything that's going on. This makes it really real. This makes it a lot harder for me to divide my brain and push that away so I can focus on other things. And this was really tough for me to do. And all I can do is thank you guys. So streaming will come back and resume, and we'll do some gaming and do some various stuff throughout as I work still behind the scenes trying to figure out everything for this series and do as much as I can on that front. And I still have work and various things that I need to do, and know that I'm okay, that I'm going to be okay. I may be crying, I may be sad, but that's natural. And I want you guys to know that I'm going to be okay. Streams are going to be still as much as good as they can be. It is me after all. Rock and Ellie, Chepsky Ellie, thank you so much. Thank you. It's completely unnecessary, but thank you so much. So, thank you guys so much for watching that video. Thank you for liking, sharing, and just being supportive. And I will hopefully see you guys again very soon. Remember, no matter what's going on in your life, there's always something beautiful and something positive to see. You just have to know where to look, and you have to look. And oftentimes, it's right inside of you. You're wonderful, you're beautiful, you're incredible, and you're important to me. So thank you guys. I'm going to end this stream now, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care. Thank you again. Bye, guys.